Draw contact and try to finish at the bucket. Very impressive, polished game.
The Rockingham Eagles be sporting the red, black, and
Free throw no good from Irvin. Just as you said that, a little bit of a jinx there, right?
The curse of Taylor Jensen.
It's real, folks. It is real. And he makes good on that second one. So 14-7. We got ourselves a football score here with 3:15 to go in this first quarter of action. Andy Hayes, Taylor Jensen. Courtside here from the Siegel Center. Here's Williams. Working on Irvin. Glides in, no good. Gets the rebound back, and he will put that down. Nice shot there and a follow from Markel Williams.
So light on his feet, able to jump as soon as he lands to get his own rebound and finish at the bucket.
Pass behind Irvin there, and it's picked up by Morris. Morris wants to push. Now brings it back out. Wolford looking for it now. Zips it near side. Tim McKinney back to Williams, and Williams looks like he's going to be fouled there. Pretty heavy contact that time. Head coach Scott Vermillion from Gate City wanted an offensive foul, but that one's going to go against his guys. A couple more substitutions. Checking out is Jeff Early for William Monroe. And into the ball game here, Satchel Knight. Entry pass into McKinney.
William Monroe trying to get a chance to free up Markel Williams and let him loose, but this defense from Luke Irvin is really not allowing it.
Here's Williams in the lane, and he is fouled as he goes up. 2 shots coming here for Markel Williams.
Coach Scott Vermillion wanting to push off there on William Monroe's defense. Not going to get it, but making sure that the officials know to look for it.
And there's another 2-point basket by Schiffler.
First free throw is good.
Shot goes up, doesn't make right there.
Markel Williams already 5 points, still 2:14 in the first quarter, so the young man showing that he can score.
Come down, I guess we have again another shot up on the side by the Eagles. No make. Looks like the ball is being passed around. And
second free throw is good.
The opposite side, then the 12 air balls in.
Gate City making William Monroe really play some sound defense, stay fundamental, because they like this half-court game.
Here's Arnold underneath the basket, and he will be fouled before he gets up with the shot. And they'll say it is a shooting foul. 2 shots coming here. With 2:03 to go, 14-11.
6-6 tied up, steal by the Blue Devils.
And that man is just practically unstoppable once he gets the ball in the low block. Just too big, too strong in the post. You got to do your work early with him and not allow him to get position in the paint.
Looks like we might have had a technical foul called here, as all the players start heading back towards the mid-court area. And Arnold at the line here with the free throws all by himself. And he misses that first one.
And Brett then kicks out to Madison Schiffler. He shoots the shot. Force there to the lane.
Here's the second try. And that one is good.
Ball then rebounded by number 51.
So something obviously was said. We couldn't see anything else that would lead to that. And that one gives the ball back here to Gate City. They lead it right now, 15-11. Entry pass all the way out near side to Nick Bowen. Long range 3 from Jenkins, no good. Rebound, nicely done there by Collier, and he puts it up and in.
Michael Collier crashing the boards. No one picks him up to box him out, and he just gets a wide open look at the basket. Someone's got to step up and challenge them physically.
Shot attempt from Markel Williams, and he draws harm. You can see why Williams scores so many points a game.
zone.
He's hard to guard, and he's very good, Taylor, at taking somebody to the basket and drawing that harm.
And that's his game, is trying to go one-on-one, penetrating, and being a slasher.
Still have a little bit of confusion, looking for something there. Shiflett is.
And if you give him the opportunity, he'll knock down the jump shot as well. Very refined scorer is Markel Williams.
Lauren Carter commits that first foul, her first and team's first. Out of bounds play here by the Eagles.
17-12 our score. And Williams misses that free throw. Here come the Blue Devils. Nice pass underneath for Arnold. Counted and the horn. Three-point play opportunity.
Boy, this man is an absolute beast in the post. Someone's got to be giving him a look to play next year at the collegiate level.
Right-handed and 2 points in the basket.
Because he could be extremely effective.
Electric atmosphere already here
at the next level with that size.
The Eagles are trying to make a statement early. Score 14.
Free throw falls in, so it is 20-12 with 1:31 to go here in this first quarter.
Madison Comer, one of the captains of his team, has picked up very early to make her statement known that she is here to play tonight. And it looks like Madison Shiflett, alongside of her, is also putting together some type of arsenal to be able to get this ball.
Turnover for William Monroe. It's something they really can't afford to have early in the game. They're already starting to fall behind here in the first quarter. They've given up 20. They're down 8 early on. They got to come up with a stop here.
Here comes a trap there.
Gate City basketball here with a minute left here first quarter. Entry pass, Arnold, and he turns around with the shot and gets it. That's going to draw harm as well. And another three-point play opportunity from Big Andy Arnold.
No one has had an answer for this guy. He's already got 10 here in the first quarter. And I think he's only missed maybe one shot so far. And he's been making free throws.
Pressure is on by the Blue Devils, trying to make sure that they don't give the Eagles any.
And that free throw good from Arnold. 58 seconds left here.
Big guy came to play.
Tries to pass to Megan Coleman and then gets the ball stolen by Megan Goss.
Here's Williams.
Back down.
Got Irvin in front of him now. Picks up his dribble. Now Morris. Underneath. Nice pass inside to Krenitsky. His shot no good. Rebound Morris though. Second chance. Hanging in the air. And that shot rims out. But a two-shot foul coming for Gary Morris. And Morris is the sharpshooter here for this team. And he is aggressive, you can tell. Feels comfortable with the basketball in his hand. That one drops in here. The lead is 10 now for Gate City.
William Monroe needs to get into some kind of flow offensively. There's really just not a lot of cohesiveness on that end of the floor. It just kind of seems like it's every man for himself. They're not able to really get into their sets.
The Rockingham Eagles are definitely...
Second free throw good. Irvin will walk it across the timeline here with 33 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Andy Hayes and Taylor Jensen with you here live from VCU down in Richmond, Virginia. I want to welcome all the folks watching here from Gate City and around the World Wide Web. There's Nick Bowen out top now, down to 12 seconds. They're looking for Irvin. Here we are, 7 seconds. And a loose ball, picked up quickly, down to 4 seconds. And a long three, no good. And that is not necessarily how you'd want to draw that play up. But nonetheless, Gate City leads at 23-14 as we end quarter number 1. We're coming back here with the second on the VHSL network right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Blue Devils now take the ball. The ball is passed to Lauren Carter. Carter gets that ball back and tries to feed a pass.
She's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Yeah. That nose says, oh, a bajillion bucks in 18 years. You get all that from a nose? He's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Madison Comer now. Devils are on the hunt.
Welcome back to the Siegel Center here in Richmond, Virginia. William Monroe trailing Gate City 23-14 in the Group A Division II state semifinal. Andy Hayes alongside Taylor Jensen. I want to remind you that all the championship coverage begins tomorrow at 2 p.m. and will go all the way through the late hours of Saturday night. So make sure you tune in, and all that coverage is available on television. Make sure you check out vhsl.org for the TV information where you can watch that. And of course, if you're in a position where you can't get it on television, you can always hook up your laptop to your big screen, to your HDMI port, and watch it right there. I mean, come on. What more do you want? Right here on VHSLnetwork.com, we've got you covered both ways for all the championship coverage. It's William Monroe basketball to start the second. There's Morris on the right wing. Entry pass to Williams, and Williams challenges Arnold. His shot no good, though. Rebound comes down into the hands of his teammate Jeff Early, and his putback is contested and foul called. 2 shots coming here for Early. Well, Taylor, we've got some folks out there across the World Wide Web who are watching, and I hear that your father's watching down with his buddies in Florida. Is that accurate?
That is correct. He was texting me earlier wanting to know when we were coming on the air. Huge fan of watching these online broadcasts.
So we'll say hello to the real Mr. Jensen out there and let you know we got Taylor in check here. We appreciate you tuning in. Be safe down there in Florida. Hope all of you are having a nice evening. We appreciate you spending some time with us. Second free throw no good from Early. 23-14 lead now for Gate City. Here's a 3 in the corner. Draining it is Nick Bowling. Man, was that a nice looking shot.
For the Eagles.
26-14 our score.
Ball down, isn't able to get anything. Number 12.
There's Austin Batten.
Bruce tries to get the ball up, but isn't able to get anything.
Early now, back to Morris. Morris with a nice move. Too strong on the shot. And credit Andy Arnold for altering that one, Taylor. Good defense by the big fella.
Yeah, there's no one who's really able to hang with the big man. And when you get in there and try to go at him offensively, he's going to alter that shot. He's just so long and so big.
Well, there's one way to stop a guy who's 6'7" when you're 6 foot, and that's simply jump on his back and give him a big hug. And that's exactly what one of the Dragons did right there. And they're saying it is an intentional foul or flagrant foul. We'll see what the call is here.
They get an offensive rebound, the Blue Devils, and looks like there's another foul.
And they're going to keep it as a personal foul.
All right, so they waved that off. Originally, they were going for that. Look, I mean, Andy Arnold is 6'7".
What can you do with the guy? He's
Pretty sure that was Morris Taylor who had to jump on his back. That'd be like me and you playing basketball. I wouldn't have any choice.
He's the big Aristotle out there. No one's able to contest this guy in the paint.
So 2 free throws for Arnold, and the first one falls through. Nicely done by the 6'7" senior. There's one thing I enjoy about watching the big guys play is when they shoot their free throws well. I like when they're an all-around player. As you can see, Arnold do exactly what I said he shouldn't do and make one and miss the other. But he's a good shooter and a heck of an athlete for a big fella. Here's Williams, and a nice shot there drops in by Markel Williams.
The Dragons really needed that. They've got to get some more buckets and some stops if they want to claw back into this game.
Owen out onto the left wing over there to Jenkins. Dylan Jenkins now looking for a shot. Got Arnold to go around. Underneath, baseline, good look. And he gets it underneath the Collier, but he can't get the bucket. Good defense there by Williams, and he's got the basketball. Williams working it on both ends of the court now. And a traveling called on Williams. Good call right there. Ball was tipped a little bit, and it forced an extra step there. So credit the defense, too.
Gate City's defensive rotations and help side are textbook. And you can tell that they're very well coached by how fundamentally sound they are at both ends of the floor.
Jenkins now staring at Austin Batten guarding him. He'll drop it down into Arnold. Arnold with a nice pass underneath to Kalen Herring. And he can distribute the rock, too. What can't Andy Arnold do on the basketball court?
Facing the man up, looking for the cutter. He knows how to read a defense and when he should attack or distribute.
Pass in the corner is to Keegan Wolford, and it's taken away. Nice defense there by the Blue Devils. Long pass near side, and a three-point shot. Good look that time, but no good from Jenkins. And the rebound comes down to Williams. Here's Williams now. And again, too many steps from Markel Williams. A little bit out of control as we take a look at the replay.
You see the ball get away from him a little bit there, too. Just getting sped up out of his comfort zone. Unable to make the play. Had the right read for a man in the corner, though.
Full timeout. We'll take one as well here on the VHSL network. Our score, 29-16. Gate City out with the big lead. Come on back with us. More coverage ahead. You're watching the championships on VHSLnetwork.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Madison Comer brings that down.
Welcome back here to the Siegel Center. William Monroe, 16. That's all they've got so far here in the second quarter. Gate City with a 13-point lead, 29-16 here in the Group A Division II state semifinal. Andy Hayes and Taylor Jensen with you. Good to have you alongside for our exclusive coverage here. And right now it's been all Gate City so far. William Monroe sees themselves down here by a decent margin. 5:13 and counting left. And, you know, Taylor, I would think right now the most important thing they can do is get this thing back under 10 points before you go to the half.
You got to make a push here before the end of the quarter. That way you can at least have some momentum and confidence to build on.
Here's a steal by Wolford. He'll go one-on-one, and the shot altered at the last second, but a blocking foul called. And we'll check it out again. Long pass across the way. And it looked like there was some miscommunication on who was going to go after it. Nice job there by Keegan Wolford.
Nick Bowen, give him some credit on the hustle to try to get back and draw a charge. Just didn't quite get there fast enough, though.
Free throw no good from Wolford. Wolford's just a sophomore, so a great opportunity for a young fella to get in there and get some good playing time. And he's doing a nice job defensively tonight. And here's that second free throw, and he puts that one down. 29-17. There's Dylan Jenkins now with the basketball. Works in the lane. Glides in and can't get the roll. Rebound Batten. Unfortunate roll there for Jenkins. That looked like a pretty nice shot. Now Batten looking for Williams. Can't get it. Here comes Jenkins now. 2-on-1 with Bowen to his left. Back and forth they go. Here's the shot. No good, but the follow is Michael Collier.
And that's just a result of effort getting back on offense. Everybody sprinting to get to their spots. A lot of guys caught watching on the opposite
Williams.
side.
Good drive there by Markel Williams. He puts it up and in. And William Monroe starting to get a little momentum now offensively. Collier now on the right wing, and they're kind of slow it down. They'll pull it back out. Going with the smaller lineup here with Arnold out is Gate City.
Gate City perfectly content with working this ball around and eating up the clock, being up 12.
Collier's jump shot, no good, hits nothing. And it's pulled down by Patton. Here's Williams now. And he'll step back with a nice jumper, and he drains it. Pretty follow-through from Markel Williams, and a 30-second timeout called. And we'll check it out.
This is a college-level player. Look at this step back. Lands square on both feet, waits till he's balanced up and squared up to the basket to let it loose. That's a high-level play right there. Not easy to do when your legs are already tired from going up and down the floor all game long.
They must have been patched into our broadcast because they pulled it back within 10, and we've still got 3:23 to go here in the second quarter.
Still a ball game right now. I mean, you could imagine if William Monroe gets 2-3 more buckets and goes on a nice little run here, they could cut it to a 2-possession ball game before going into halftime. But look who's back in the game for Gate City, the big man. And William Monroe's got to come up with some answers for him.
Those big guys need rest. And Arnold was working hard. There's a shot from Jenkins, no good. And a rebound into the hands here of Satchel Knight. Here's Morris now. Morris loses it, gets it back, and a foul called on the floor against Gate City.
Nearing, or I guess it is 1-1 now. So for William Monroe, they'll be able to take a trip to the line. Doing a good job of drawing the contact to get a chance to go there and get 2 more points.
And the first free throw rims out for Morris, so no good there. Here comes Gate City. Entry pass to Arnold, working down on the block, and he puts up the shot. And is harmed on the way. 2 shots coming here for the big fella.
And he knows that there's no one getting in his way in the post, just bulldozing through defenders. Gets a power dribble and moves him about 3 feet. And all you can do at that point is hold him and pray he doesn't get the and one.
Free throw, no good. So to the credit here of William Monroe, they have pulled this thing back within 10, but some of it too is Gate City not coming through on their end with knocking down their free throws. They've had some chances with a couple easy buckets as well. As you take a look there at the William Monroe cheerleaders who've made the long trip up, all of about 45 minutes from Charlottesville. So a little bit closer there for the Dragon fans. Gate City fans hanging out down there on the border. 32-21 our score. Winner moves on to the state championship game. They take on the Radford Bobcats as Williams fires up a shot at short. And the rebound comes down to Caleb Herron.
That shot was a little too quick.
Oh, what an entry pass to Irvin. Great look that time from Dylan Jenkins.
You'd like to see William Monroe work that ball around a little more before they pull the trigger.
Here's Williams. His shot, no good. A little bit forced there as Arnold rips down the rebound. Jenkins around the back through the legs to Swerve and Irvin for 3. No good. And that one pulled down nicely on the rebound by Darian McKinney. He's got it out. Working on the right elbow. Now baseline. He goes in. Finds his man Morris over on the left side. Corner shot from the baseline, no good. Gets the rebound back. Morris will challenge. And Arnold says, get that out of here. Williams with the put up. And a foul call.
Marco Williams, a little bit of acting, but let's take a look at this replay from the block. Andy Arnold. You think he's got a future in volleyball? My goodness.
He says, no shot for you.
Hercules.
Williams misses on the front end. And again, every free throw at this point, important here for William Monroe. They're behind. 13 points.
Crosses over, and the referee calls a double.
They have not been hitting their free throws, and that's something you got to do at this point in the postseason. You're going to be in trouble.
Second one drops in. So Williams tonight with 14 points for the Dragons. They trail by 12 with 1:36 to go. They're in the first half. A great entry pass again. Collier to Jenkins works like a charm.
Again, William Monroe getting caught watching. A lot of guys not talking, not playing help side, and hedging on screens, and that's the result right there. Wide open cut to the basket.
Batten with the backdoor cut. This one to Wolford, and Arnold again denies him. Now Jenkins back to Arnold, who says, I don't need to dribble. I'll just run to the basket, and that's a traveling call. He looks at me and says, hey, man, I'm sorry.
You saw about 3 players try to get out of his way when they saw he was lowering that shoulder.
Must be fun to be the biggest guy on the court. Urban sits down for a quick breather. He's yet to really get going from the outside. But all reports I've had, when he gets started, he doesn't stop. So I have to keep a close eye on him. Under a minute to go here in this first half of play. Williams almost loses control of it. Now back to Batten. Pump fake. Williams thought about the 3. Goes baseline now. Loses it momentarily, and a foul called. And that will put Williams on the line for 2 shots. And again, Taylor, I go back to the ability of Markel Williams to challenge, penetrate, go to the basket, and draw fouls. It's part of his strategy. It works well.
And that's something that is his bread and butter. I mean, he knows how to get guys into foul trouble, get in and penetrate into the defense. And like I said, he'll knock down the occasional jumper, but what his specialty is getting into the paint, finishing at the bucket, getting and ones. And Andy Arnold got kind of hung up on a screen there. It was a really good seal, post seal, that acted as a screen that freed Markel Williams up.
There's Williams on the second try. This one rolls in. And we're back to a 12-point deficit. Satchel Knight back in the ballgame for William Monroe. And now Bowen out top, back to Jenkins. 35 seconds. Urban calling for it as he just checked back in as well. Credit Wolford with some good defense on Luke Urban tonight. He's been in his shadow from the get-go. There's Jenkins around his man. His shot short though, as Williams alters that and pulls down the rebound with 10 seconds to go in this first half. And Williams may try to create himself out top. Works right. Long range 3 right around the buzzer with 2 seconds to go. And it's not good. Jenkins will fire it, and that one will end the first half of play. So Gate City, they came a long way. And they're not that far away from the state title game. They lead at 36-24. We're coming back with some first half highlights here on the VHSL Network.
She's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Yeah.
Out of the game.
That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years. You get all that from a nose?
Luke Pike hits her second.
Expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition
now the
monster.
Eagles
Visit
apply pressure.
Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college
They're
savings
bringing
plan.
3 people in a trap, leaving the backside open. Megan Edwards takes a fall there, almost being able to complete. I think she got a little too anxious and tripped over her own feet. But the Eagles will then get the ball back. We're back in it again as the Blue Devils are applying pressure again.
We're coming in on 1.
Ball down court, ball back to Comer. They're calling the backcourt call on Madison Comer.
School can join the Play on
Sorry,
School
Madison
broadcast
Comer.
program.
They're calling her
Go
backcourt
to
on her, saying that she didn't get across in time. That pass that was coming from Alexis Dean. So then Megan Edwards will now get the ball.
3rd down and 3 for the Indians.
She passes
the ball
to
came
Kilger.
loose.
Almost
Tigers
gets it
gonna
stolen.
pick it up.
Number 12. Megan Goose goes up,
Look at that. Took it back and scored.
Got a foul. Doesn't get the foul.
That's
Madison
unbelievable.
Coleman back down.
That is
Passes that ball to number 5, Rachel Kill. I'm sorry, he passed that ball to Lindsey Grubbs, and she gets 2. Megan Edwards flies down the court, the only one down court. She takes it herself with the 2-pointer running layup to the lane. Nothing happens. Number 21 gets the offensive rebound, Kelly Goose, but nothing's there, and they call a foul. Kelly Goose going to the line.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League championships at
Goose picks up the first free
VHSLnetwork.com.
throw.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
Second shot.
We're gonna come at you.
That one shot. It's all about the press. That's still being applied here. Crowd thinks they should get a foul call on number 4. Madison Schiffler, the foul is called. Coleman gets the ball back from Lindsey Grubbs. Lindsey Grubbs controls it inside. And she gets the ball back to 51. Melanie Kingsley, he then tries to get the ball back. Pass, but
Seminole for 3! Yes! 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 He won it! He won it! He won it! He won it! Oh my God! And it's taken away by McKenzie. He'll block the shot. Yes! 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 He drained it! He drained it! And we welcome you back here to the Siegel Center. Gate City leading at the half over William Monroe, 36-24. And we'd like to thank you for watching us here on the VHSL Network as we take a look at some of the first half highlights, just a few. Nice three-point shot from the corner there, that one by Nick Bowen. He ended up with 3 points here in the first half. Markel Williams was the story for William Monroe with 16 first half points there on the scoreboard. But the thing was, Taylor, if you look at all the other production with his teammates, he's really the only one that's putting anything up there, and they need more help. I mean, they need more help there. So far, Gate City very well-rounded. Luke Irvin with 10 points. You got 6 from Michael Collier. And, again, Andy Arnold, the story, with 13 to lead the way for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Markel Williams can do a lot, but he can't do it all. And he's got to have some production from some of his teammates, but it's real tough to do when no one can seem to finish over Andy Arnold. He's already blocking shots, altering shots, and finishing at the other end. He's 3 for 3 from the field, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. And like I always say, I want big men shooting 70% from the line. He's doing exactly that. And it's tough to really get other guys involved when you've got somebody that is so good at taking other players out of the game. So this has been an interesting game so far, though, in the sense of it's making William Monroe have to strategize on how they're going to handle. My goodness, you see the block there from Andy Arnold. That's what I was talking about. But it's making William Monroe have to strategize on how they're going to eliminate Andy Arnold's presence from the game. And that way they can capitalize because they're a perimeter-oriented team. And they got to be able to get inside and get these little floaters to go.
First bucket of the game tonight was a dunk by Andy Arnold, and it was at that moment that we both kind of turned to each other and said, you know what, he's going to realize that nobody can stop him on this court. He's 6'7". He's by far the biggest guy out there. He's athletic, and that's the way he's played in this first half. And so if you're in the locker room right now and you're talking about adjustments here, I don't know that Coach Mike Maynard has a lot to say other than, look, let's get a hand up. Maybe we can get the big guy in foul trouble, and that might benefit them more than anything, although he only has, no fouls here in the first half. So
the best thing you can do with a guy like that when you have the size disadvantage, do your work early, pick him up as soon as he crosses half court and put a body on him. Don't allow him to just walk right into the post. And then once he does get in the post, if he does, stay low and keep a hand in that passing lane and have a guy cheat over to take away the passing lane. That way they can pick off a lob pass from behind. That's the only way you're going to be able to get Andy Arnold into trouble offensively.
Well, the winner of this game will take on the Radford Bobcats in the state championship game. They were victorious one game before us here tonight, and congratulations to them. They've made another appearance in those state finals. They won it back in 2011 and I believe 2009. So you're talking about a program that, you know, they know how to get it done in that final game. Gate City, if they are lucky enough to move on here, they're going to have their work cut out for them when they get to that final game. Up by 12 right now. William Monroe certainly has the talent to come back and make this a ball game, but ultimately they're going to have to find some more production out there offensively to do just that. And with that opportunity here, we'll pause for another break here on the VHSL Network. Make sure you come back and check out the start of the third quarter as we round this one out from the Siegel Center.
She's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that.
Like we're about to start
4, maybe
back up.
5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
She gets in the lane, she passes to McPike. McPike dribbles it back out, gives it pass to number 34, Stacey Bailey. Then gets the ball down to 51 and passes it to Comer. Comer then fires one up, but isn't able to get anything. Now Blue Devils down the court.
Coming in on one.
Try to get the layup. Jordan Goose isn't able to get it. Comer back down the floor.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Blue Devils back down the court again. Number 12, Megan Goose gets the ball. She is down with 2 points.
Third down and 3 for the Indians.
Comer down the floor.
Oh, the ball came loose. Tiger's going to pick it up.
It back over, back to McPike again. McPike misses that one this time.
Look at that. Took it back and scored. Whoa, that's unbelievable.
And that is halftime.
That is
36,
unbelievable.
32. Eagles still in possession of this one. Very closely contested game. And again, we'd like to thank the NFHS Network, VHSL. We're here with coverage of the VHSL State Girls Basketball Championship at the David J. Pryor Convention Center.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot still.
Welcome back again. Here to start the second half of these Rockingham Eagles versus the Gate City Network.
And we welcome you back here as we get set to start the second half of play. Gate City leading 36-24 over William Monroe. Andy Hazel inside Taylor Jensen.
The Eagles just gave up.
And we're just about ready to rock and roll here. Gate City will have the basketball first to start this third quarter. And they're moving right to left here on your screen.
William Monroe coming out in a 2-3.
There's Urban from downtown, and that's what we're talking about. If all of a sudden he gets hot, look out. Luke Urban.
And that's the risk you run when you have a 2-3 defense out there, is giving up the 3 ball, and Luke Irvin can knock that down all night.
Here's Patton. He'll try his hand at 3, no good. And that one out of bounds back to the Blue Devils. Go back and check out that 3-pointer.
Look at that, feet squared up, clean release.
Well,
Can't ask for a better form.
Great follow through, doesn't he?
strong follow through means that ball is going right where your body's squared up to. Pure shooter.
The Blue Devils break the press. He's bowling out on the left wing now. Back out top. Irvin wants it again. No good, though. Rebound comes down to Early. And here come the Dragons. And now a three-point shot from Morris. His one a little bit short. Rebound Early. Put back no good. And there's Arnold on the rebound. How about that? No look pass there from Michael Collier. Check that. That was Dylan Jenkins.
We are now to where the Blue Devils.
Ball's going to go over to William Monroe. Gate City wanted it the other way.
Coleman goes to the basket. Passes that ball back out to number 34, Stacy Bailey.
Markel Williams, he's got to get something going offensively here, but he's got to get some help.
There's Morris with a nice jumper. And that's a good shot there for Gary Morris. They got to get him going offensively too. Three-pointer out top, and that one's good for Dylan Jenkins.
You've got to pick guys up earlier than that. Letting him walk all the way to the three-point line is not when you want to start engaging somebody defensively.
There's Williams back to Morris. Morris is that same kind of shooter as Irvin. We talked about that at the beginning of the game. Here's Williams gliding in, and he goes around Arnold, but no luck. Gets it back, puts it up, and a foul call.
Arnold getting in a little battle there with Markel Williams for the rebound. I'm going to see the replay here. Nice little head fake. Drives around, changes direction in midair. Just when you think Arnold's got possession, Markel Williams keeps fighting, draws the foul on him. I think that's his first. And that's how you get a big man in foul trouble, is go right into him.
34, Stacy Bailey takes the ball out. Entry pass made.
There's Williams at the line.
Traffic being moved around there. Entry pass coming from trying to get into Jocelyn.
First one is good.
Backside, but he's able to make it. 2-point layup missed on the fast break.
Substitution here for the Dragons. Darian McKinney
to stop Comer from getting down court
will come in for JoJo Konitsky.
Morgan Goss to come up with the ball. And she now is about to go to the line off of getting the steal from Comer.
Second free throw rims out, right in the hands of Arnold. Here's Irvin now. Up to Jenkins. In the corner, Caleb Herron. And they'll work it back out to Bowen. Loose ball, Bowen in trouble. Now picks his dribble up. There's Herron to come help him out.
Second free throw, but an offensive rebound.
And they throw it away. Irvin will throw it back to Bowen and over and back call. Turnover there on the Blue Devils.
That's awful sloppy from the guards on that possession. The coaches aren't pleased with it, throwing their hands in the air, wondering what the heck was going on.
Blue Devils come down the court with the ball. Megan Edwards there. Passes to number 5, Rachel Kilgore.
William Monroe with 5:34 here left in this third quarter. Needs some help, and Morris almost had a three-pointer there. Good look that time. Nobody over to pick him up. Here's a three-point shot from Jenkins. No good. Arnold says, give me the rock, and he puts it up on the follow-up.
And that's just a man's rebound right there. Keeping the ball high and finishing it as well.
Here's Batten taking it into the trees there, and Arnold swats it back out. Now Jenkins, and he'll glide around, no good. Arnold trying to follow, can't get it, tips it to Jenkins, and that one is good.
Taking it into the trees is an understatement. Andy Arnold's a redwood.
He's a big boy. Here's a three-pointer from Morris, and he gets the shooter's roll. And Morris starting to heat up some here from outside. There's a long pass up to Jenkins now for Gate City. Looking into Irvin, and Markel Williams called for that foul. That will be his first and the team's fourth in the second half. Andy Hayes and Taylor Jensen alongside with you as we take a look at that nice three-point shot there.
Pike is back in the game. Dion gets that rebound. Passes it to Comer. Comer up front, but then gets the ball stolen by number 5, Rachel Kilgore. Rachel Kilgore gets the ball stolen back by Comer. Comer to the basket for 2 points.
Here's Irvin.
Megan Edwards comes down the court. Blue Devils still on top by 5.
Loses it in the corner. And that's going to be a turnover back to William Monroe.
Irvin was wanting to get into his triple threat and possibly pull one. But the only problem was he started to do it before he really secured possession of the basketball.
Awesome pass. Very good ball movement there.
Mind ahead of where his body was.
Make sure that she completes that 2-point and gets the and 1.
Williams. This shot no good, rims out. Rebound, Herring. And the put up no good. And a push there in the back from Morris will get called. And that's a good call because Collier had position and he got shoved while he was in the air.
Yeah, the box out was there, but once a player leaves their feet, you can't back up into them and take the legs out from under, and they'll call that every time.
Awesome effort there by both teams on both sides.
Now we've got
Swerving
Irvin from the post. He can shoot the 3 ball and take you on the block.
Madison Comer is definitely not down quickly.
Young fella's got game.
Shot from the corner from Wolford, and it's no good. Rebound, though, comes down to Koniski. Back out to Morris. And he'll challenge, and he gets the foul in the bucket. 3-point play opportunity for Gary Morris.
The Dragons trying to turn this around and right the ship. And this is where it starts, is making big plays. But boy, you see here, this is that exchange where Luke Irvin just couldn't quite get his hands on the basketball.
And here comes Comer down for the
But this is where you turn the ship around, is when you start coming away with plays. You get the opposite team into foul trouble, and you start to go on runs. They got to get a stop here, though, and look to build on that 3-point play.
Not going to the line. I guess they're going to give the possession.
48-33, 3:26 to go here in the third. Herron now back to Irvin. Inside to Arnold. And that one's going to go off of Kronitsky. Out of bounds, back to Gate City.
And that was very smart of Andy Arnold, recognizing that the ball was tipped to put his hand straight in the air.
Basket, but does send the kite to the foul line.
Here's Arnold with the nice dish underneath to Collier, but his shot is short. Kronitsky's got the rebound. And now Williams for William Monroe. And he'll toss it back out to McKinney. Over near side to Wolford. No shot. They're really off to the right, picked up by Jenkins. And a no-look pass up there to Collier. It caught everybody off guard, including Collier. Here's Morris. Back the other way. Collier coming from behind there is Williams. Tries to grab the rebound and goes hard down to the court.
Yeah, tried changing direction in midair, and in the process just kind of lost balance. Markel Williams coming out for a much-deserved rest. The man has been in the game almost the whole time.
Away by the Blue Devils, and the Eagles get possession of the ball back. Score now 42-49. Eagles now have the ball.
There's Irvin out top. They'll try to go left. Double, triple team. It's taken away by McKinney.
Gets a 2-point shot.
Having some trouble getting across the half-court line. There's Wolford on the baseline. Shot no good. Pulled down by Kronitsky, and Arnold blocks it right back into the hands of Irvin. Here comes Jenkins now. Behind the back to Arnold, and that one draws harm. Oh, my goodness, what a great pass there by Jenkins.
Boy, it's a good thing that he got fouled, because that was a dunk in the making. What a pass. Trying to set up Andy Arnold.
Comer comes over half court with a lot of pressure on her. She's able to pull
He wanted that one, but
gotta
like the composure that he's got, even when he's taking hard fouls, just going straight to the free throw line, not saying a word.
Back down the floor with the Blue Devils. Number 1, Sarah Kilgore has that ball that gets passed around the perimeter to Carter. Carter tries to get the ball from Megan Goose into the base, into the box, but he's been able to get it.
Second free throw goes in.
be made.
50 to 33.
By Alexis Dean. She gets her own rebound, passes that ball back to Comer, who then misses a three-pointer.
Kind of get the feeling Gate City not really under a lot of pressure right here, don't you?
Well, they're playing with a lot of composure.
If Jeff Early can keep making those kind of shots, then that'll change.
Is not happy about that one.
That's a big play. Not easy to do. Nice little spin move.
Edwards back in the game.
Engaging Andy Arnold. Drawing the foul and finishing.
Blue Devils have possession of the ball, trying to break the press. Edwards is down on the floor. She has Housewright on the other side. She takes her time. Backboard, 2 points. Housewright
There's
scores
Early's
from assist.
three-point play opportunity. He makes good on it. Knocks it down.
Housewright did a good job.
14-point lead for Gate City. And they're in trouble in the backcourt. Now here's Jenkins, though. Alongside to Arnold. And back to Jenkins. Give and go, perfectly executed.
That's a textbook 2-on-1 break there. Just picking them apart piece by piece.
Right to the foul line and makes her foul shot. Makes for a three-point play there, and the Blue Devils
There's Williams.
Again,
Out right now, back to McKinnon in the corner to Wolford. And now Williams trying to create himself. Goes around Arnold. That's a pretty move there. He knew the big fella was going to try to cut block it, Taylor. He moved it to the right.
Very athletic move there by Markel Williams.
Now the Blue Devils fans aren't liking that.
A little shifty, change of direction, showing off some of the athleticism.
Aaron being guarded tightly up there by McKinney near steal. Jenkins now will get it back out to Bowen. Under a minute to play here in the third. Here's Jenkins on the baseline. He drives in, no good. And Arnold called for the foul. Reaching over the back there of Jeff Earl. And a good call.
And he knew he was getting into that kind of territory once he put his hands up. It was just too late.
Smith, but the ball gets stolen by Lauren Dean, but then the ball is then stolen back by number 11, Alexis Dean. That ball.
Third foul there for Arnold. So we talked about that at the half, that maybe one way to stop the big guys, get him in foul trouble.
And again, fans are not happy about that. But the Eagles will get possession of the ball and get another chance.
Jumper good from the baseline. All of a sudden the Dragons are starting to feel the momentum shift in their favor.
Megan Edwards to the basket.
Knocking down some great jumpers, some stopping pops, penetrating, getting good looks at the basket. And now Andy Arnold's out of the game.
Comer crosses over to the basket, passes out to McPike.
Gate City's got to break this momentum.
Madison Shiflett, she's stopped up.
There's Jenkins. Working to the right, shot no good. And a foul call, that's going to be on Collier, going the other way.
And I like the aggressiveness of Gate City crashing these boards. Yeah, they're getting called for the fouls, but you always want to see guys at least making the effort. Look at that. 3 green jerseys, and one guy from Gate City is sacrificing the body to try to get in there.
Looks like there's a foul on the play by McPike on that one. McPike jumps all over Housewright. There to get the ball.
5 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here's Williams, turnaround shot, no good. And that'll end the third. 52-40. Game's tightening some, don't go anywhere. We'll come back with the fourth quarter here on the VHSL Network right after this quick word.
1 minute and 45 seconds left in the third period of this game to play. Housewright will go to the line.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Rachel killed it. Crowd not liking it on the Blue Devils side. Seems to be a pretty decent call.
Welcome back here to the Siegel Center. Andy Hayes alongside Taylor Jensen. Gate City up 52-40. They had a bigger lead though. Taylor Jensen is starting to decrease some.
And that's because they're attacking. They're being a lot more aggressive on offense. You're seeing right here, little stop and pop jumper, and they're all within 10 feet of the basket, and that's where they need to be. The bread and butter for them is not going to be around the three-point line. It's not what's been working for them this season. They like to get inside the teeth and try to draw fouls.
Well, we said at the half that Markel Williams would need some help, and he's getting it from Gary Morris, who now has 14 points after a strong third quarter. So we'll see if those two can help lead the Dragons back into this ballgame. And Morris with a pump fake and a three-point try, no good. There's Williams on the putback. Check that, that's early. And that's the fourth foul on Andy Arnold.
Gets the first shot.
That's a big play.
Andy Arnold getting into some foul trouble is a huge opportunity for William Monroe to get into this ball game and make things very interesting here in the fourth quarter.
Free throw good from early. And now it's down to 11. He can make it a 10-point game here with this upcoming free throw. Arnold's going to have to sit with 4 fouls as we just started the fourth quarter.
Here come the Blue Devils now. Megan Edwards passes that ball to Morgan Goose.
Here's Early's second try.
Edwards jumps the ball right into the foul line.
And that one is good as well. So back to a 10-point deficit. There's Heron now. Double team, back to Irvin. Irvin has it knocked away, loose ball. And now a jump ball, and possession arrow will stay with Gate City. That's a break there for the Blue Devils.
Coach making the calls. They're going to spread this floor, and it looks like they're going to burn this clock out. 30 seconds.
Gate City's got to get something going on offense because they have absolutely no flow to their game at the moment. And that's why they're calling a 30-second timeout. They need it.
That ball. Edwards gets a skip back.
Look at this shot here.
This was
almost drops. And that was huge. The second he left his feet was when that whistle was going to be blown. If he'd have kept his feet and gone straight up, no whistle, it would have been clean.
Andy Arnold with just 4 points here in this second half. Luke Irvin with just 1 point. So the scoring has started to decrease there for the Blue Devils. And on the flip side, William Monroe starting to get things going a little bit. Trying to make this a game here down the backstretch.
Gate City's got to try and find their other scoring options. They've got more than just Luke Irvin and Andy Arnold, but they've got to get those guys involved and get them in an aggressive mindset.
Small lineup here again for Gate City with Arnold on the bench. Guards. Bowen, Collier, Heron, Urban, and Jenkins. Pass nearly stolen away, and Bowen has it knocked out of his hands by Wolford, and that was a near opportunity for William Monroe to get the ball back on an errant pass.
And here's an inbound set. Look for Gate City to try to free up Luke Irvin.
There's Collier back to Jenkins. He'll drive, and then behind the back pass, it goes off of a Dragon and back to Gate City. A little bit of showtime there from Jenkins. But again, Collier not necessarily looking.
It was the right call off of Jeff Early.
Well, those plays are great, and they're awesome to look at highlight-wise, but if your teammates aren't expecting them, they don't work real well.
Got to make the sound plays at this stage of the game to put it away. You're only up 10.
There's Jenkins right in front of us now. He'll drive. No look pass to Collier. That time Collier was ready.
That was a great look. He drew the defense away from that short corner, and all he had to do was dump it off for the layup. Textbook.
Batting underneath to Williams, and Williams has it blocked by Heron. Nice defensive play there by Caleb Heron. And a blocking foul on Williams. And he'll pick up his second foul.
That was a great block. Look at the replay here. William Monroe's doing what they do best, trying to get into the defense. But, man, look at the elevation by Caleb Heron. Getting the block. And it was all ball and transition game from there.
Blue Devils now with the ball.
Entry pass to Irvin. He's got it now, working back into the middle here. Back to Heron, who pulls it back. He had a open shot from the top of the key, decided not to take it.
And that's a smart move because now you can get into your offense, milk some of the clock. You don't have to be in a hurry. No shot clock here.
Entry pass to Heron again. We'll pull it back out. This one knocked out of bounds off of William Monroe. Time on the side here of Gate City. Think take the air out of the ball here a little bit. They might find themselves in the championship game tomorrow.
They're just going to go through their offense and look for a quality look. They don't have to be in a hurry, but William Monroe sure does. They've got to force a turnover. Oh, and they missed a man under the basket wide open.
Jenkins working on the block, and it's blocked out of bounds by Krenitsky. Jenkins just got Krenitsky.
Put that up on a silver platter for him. Oh, my goodness.
Let me rephrase that. That championship game is on Saturday at 5 p.m. I apologize. Entry pass to Arnold back in the game, and the touch shot is good.
Nothing you can do about that. No one has the reach that he does, and no one's going to out-jump him for that basketball.
He's on the defensive side of the ball, the offensive side of the ball. Comer now takes possession.
Foul called here. Let's see what they get.
Comer keeps possession of the ball. Still has it.
And that's going to be on Collier, who was trying to get around that pick.
There is a foul on the floor. Morgan Goose.
That'll be his 4th foul.
Madison Comer, and I think we're going to see some technical fouls on
Markel Williams taking a trip to the free throw line. He's been pretty good there tonight. 9 out of 12.
Picks up that technical foul, and Madison Comer will definitely get the
Heron
ball.
comes back into the ball game.
Both of them actually.
And Arnold now will sit down for a moment.
The main major contact was initiated by Morgan Goose, who pushed.
You see Collier talking to the official there, Max Anderson, about what he did.
Referee still talking it over. Still some talks going on here.
Here's Williams. And the free throw good.
And nothing wrong with talking to the official, just asking him what he did there, did not do, just to kind of get the story straight so he knows not to repeat the offense.
Under 5.5 to play. Here's the second free throw, and this one off to the side of the rim. Urban's got the rebound.
The technical foul was just given to her, and of course, because there was a tech, the Eagles will retain possession of the ball.
Here's Jenkins underneath to Collier. Another nice pass from Dylan Jenkins. And Collier finishes. 58-43.
Scott Vermillion getting his guys motivated from the sideline. He can sense it.
Wolford for a 3 in the corner. And that one rims out. Loose ball still tipped around and finally back into the hands of McKinney. Now Williams to Wolford. And he'll challenge. No good on the shot. Krenitsky gets it back and puts it up again. No good. Here's Jenkins now. Gate City basketball.
So a lot on the line. Blue Devils are probably the real hometown favorite.
Smart play here for Gate City.
They know just run their sets and make William Monroe try to force a turnover at least. You don't need to get shots up right now.
Throughout this game, with the clock, second time with the books.
Long pass to Bowen. And now a three-pointer from Urban, who doesn't miss when nobody's in front of him.
Boy, you leave that man open, you may as well count it. He has got a stroke.
Krenitsky on a bucket underneath, and a quick timeout call. Coach Vermillion not happy here. He says, how did that happen? Here's the three-pointer.
I'll tell you how this shot happened. Look at that, wide open in the corner. All you had to do was dribble and draw a defender. One guy had to guard 2 people about 15 feet away from each other, and that's pretty much impossible to do. But he did not like the effort getting back here. You can see right there a lot of guys just kind of watching from behind. No one stepping up for the help side.
You know, with that said, Collier has 4 fouls. I mean, he was the guy closest to Krenitsky there. If he tries to go attack that from a defensive standpoint, he's probably out of this game.
And I mean, at this point, you're probably better off doing that because Gate City is so deep. I'm sure they have a guy they can bring in to fill that hole, but you don't want to just give up a layup that's that easy.
No travel called on her. does look like she hopped in the lane and made it.
So Gate City basketball leading 61-45. Andy Hayes and Taylor Jensen with you here on the VHSL Network.
But nothing happens there.
Full court pressure. Jenkins may have gotten away with a walk there.
There's a jump ball
and now Heron dribbles it off of his leg and out of bounds. Turnover. Back to William Monroe.
William Monroe's got to turn it into high gear here. They only got 4 minutes left to make up 16 points.
The ball trying to get it over half court. She's a little hesitant, but still is able to get it over half court. That'll be Kilgore, number 5. She passes to.
There's Morris now. Back to Williams. Pump fakes. Takes it in, and he'll score over the top of Arnold, who had to kind of hold serve and not go after that with 4 fouls.
Yeah, it was a smart decision by Arnold to just stay away.
Jenkins gets the ball back after the errant pass, and now Arnold comes up with the follow.
Arnold playing cleanup duty.
And Arnold had something to say to his buddy there, Dylan, about that crazy pass. Before he could turn around, the ball was back in his hands.
He's probably telling him what we were saying earlier. Right now is not the time to throw those.
Great look to early from Williams. And that's going to also include a foul here. 3-point play opportunity. There's the pass coming.
It was a great entry pass to Markel Williams, just out of the reach of Arnold. And it's going to be a foul there on Luke Irvin. Getting a little too much up under him.
Free throw drops in from Early, who's had a good ball game here in the second half.
Driving to the basket again with 2 points.
William Monroe in the full court zone press. Easily broken.
Ball stolen.
Long pass near side to Paul. Now back out to Dylan Jenkins. Backdoor cut to Irvin. Count it.
And that's just too easy. William Monroe overplaying. Irvin knew to just go ahead and backdoor cut it, and he had nothing but a basket in front of him.
Entry pass to Jeff Early, and it's knocked away by Heron. Good defensive play. Heron with some quickness and fouled hard. Fouled hard. 2 shots coming here for Caleb Heron. That's a nice defensive play. And how about the quickness there? Look how fast he is.
Making the effort to try to get back and prevent an easy bucket.
Carter hits the second free throw.
65-50 with 2:45 left here.
Comer tries to go down, almost loses the ball. But
no good on that first free throw.
Comer down court, trying to make something happen. Comer to the baseline, passing the ball to number 44, Jocelyn Goodwin. He loses it and now comes up.
Second one rims around and in.
She now entry passes to Housewright. Housewright gets the ball smacked out, but Kilgore was able to come back up with the ball.
Time starting to become a problem here for William Monroe.
With Comer checking her.
Here's Markel Williams underneath to Early, and the jumper from Early, no good. Williams gets it back, blocked again by Heron, and now a 3-pointer from Morse, and he sinks it. Timeout call by Coach Maynard.
See the replay here. Nice ball movement. Guys getting after it in the paint. Andy Arnold smartly just stays straight up.
How about Heron with a couple blocks tonight? Well, there's Morris. He drains it. We're back right after this on the VHSL Network.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees.
Takes the ball out of bounds and passes.
That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years. You get all that from a nose? She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Oh, that foul was called on number 1.
Andy Hayes, Taylor Jensen with you, counting down the final. 2:24 left in this one. 66-53. Gate City over William Monroe. UVA Division II state semifinal. Championship on Saturday night at 5 p.m.
Housewright looking for a pass, takes a couple dribbles out on the flank. They get the ball finally back to Kilgore. Lots of motion going on.
So out of the timeout, full court pressure coming here.
On the defensive side.
And a foul call, no. Jump ball call. Possession arrow back to William Monroe.
William Monroe going to get another crack at it and try to knot this up to maybe an 11 or 10-point game. Still a lot of time left.
Number 13, Michaela Hearn, checking in for Alexis Dean.
They need a big shot. Here's McKinney. Over to Patton, back to Williams. Looks to take Bowen in, and now takes the shot. Misses it in front of Arnold. He's got the rebound. All the way up to Jenkins. Jenkins will penetrate. He gets the easy look and converts.
Again, no help side from William Monroe. They're just giving up layups inside.
Here's Patton as he heads to the hoop. No good on the shot. Rebound Jenkins. And Jenkins loses it. Heron's got it. Quickly ahead to Arnold, and the pass a little bit over the top of Arnold's long arms and out of bounds. You see the Radford Bobcats walking behind us here back to their bus. They were here tonight to check out these two teams. And it looks like Gate City will be their next opponent.
Number 13, Michaela Hearn, I'm sorry. And there's a foul on Edwards.
Here's Markel Williams. Jumper in the lane is good.
Markel Williams just doing work out here.
24 points tonight for him. And a quick foul. Heron will step to the line with 1:14 to go in this ball game. They say that's on the floor here, and it is not.
Brings the ball back out. Silver tries to go to the lane, gets to the elbow, and finds Edwards.
Entry pass here to Jenkins, and now that will get the Blue Devils into the bonus.
And they've been knocking down their free throws here tonight.
That'll be her fifth foul.
That's always something that you can sit back and feel comfortable with when you have a late lead, knowing that your guys are going to knock down free throws late. Of course, the curse of Taylor Jensen lives on.
It's going back to the Dragons. A timeout here on the floor for a moment.
Madison Comer fouls out of the game, but still plays an awesome game nonetheless. First shot made by Megan Edwards, and the second shot made by Megan Edwards.
Have to reset the clock here to
Edwards then goes
1:11
as well for a sub number 5, Rachel Kilgore. Kilgore to Ralph.
So William Monroe basketball. Here's Markel Williams. And a foul called. And that should be number 5 here on Arnold. It is. But the damage has already been done for Arnold there. 21 points tonight. He'll end with. Excellent game from the 6'7" senior.
Got the double-double. Not a bad way to play in a state semifinal.
Down low all by herself. Number 5, Rachel Kilgore. Somebody got mixed up on the switches and left her wide
First free throw rims out from Markel Williams.
Number 44 tries to get that pass.
He'll get another try here with one on the dot.
The Eagles call a timeout.
Left in this ball game.
They will not give up another possession. Score is 76-46 now. Came in there and gave a little bit.
And that wasn't the same thing. Urban's got the rebound.
Awesome thing, down low. So
under a minute to go and a quick foul by Wolford.
Success here now, being so
13-point deficit.
A very good East Rockingham.
Not much time left here to do much.
Right now, all Gate City's got to do is knock down free throws and just honestly not give up easy buckets to where the possession turns over and there's another quick foul. Make William Monroe's possession last by not giving up an easy bucket.
By Mary Jones of the Blue Devils.
First free throw good from Heron.
The Blue Devils, Hearns has that ball and passes to number 24.
He's got 4 points tonight. Had some great blocks out there.
14, Mary Jones gets that ball.
Second one, no good.
Running the clock out, 45 seconds, 32. Keely King isn't able to get that ball, tries to get it to
Williams trying to get it out to Batten.
but wasn't able to come up with anything.
And now Williams on the baseline. Throws it up, a little bit shy. Loose ball, and it's going back to Gate City. 36 seconds left here.
Back out to Mrs. Gretchen. This is a long jumper. Down the court, Sarah Kilgore runs down the court for a fast break and gets the 2 points. Back to Eagles.
And a quick foul called on early.
13, Michaela Hearn back to Rouse, and Rouse knocks down the 3 points.
So Dylan Jenkins will step to the line to put the finishing touches on this one. And Gate City, I know it's a long ways away, but your team is about to advance to a state title game here on Saturday evening. So you might want to start making travel plans to Richmond.
Over the East Rockingham Eagles, 78-49.
Boy, the Blue Devil faithful that did make the 6-hour drive.
Madison Comer,
they're going to be going home happy tonight. That is if they're not all staying at hotels. That's a haul.
Leadership.